ready to go.
I'm ready to go now.
If you're ready to go, I'm ready to go.
All right.
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Well, let's go.
Hi. Welcome back to I'm not ready to go.
I thought you were ready to go. What happened?
I was ready to go.
You weren't ready to go.
We're back with Halloween month 2014 at Box Office Maniacs. And we've got another great film in the Halloween Complete Collection box set. This 15-disc collection comes with Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
And once again, it comes in a black DVD case. And if you take a look at the back, it will tell you the special features that are on this disc. And it gives you kind of a cool picture of the guys in the Halloween costumes and masks.
And on the inside, you have the disc itself with the witch from the poster.
Now, was this the disc that originally came with the Scream Factory?
No.
I didn't think it was. What did that disc look like?
Well, it had the witch on it, but it wasn't like this.
You don't really know much about Halloween.
It wasn't pictured this way. It was like it took up the whole disc.
Witchcraft.
Just like on Halloween 2, the whole pumpkin was the whole disc.
And like Halloween 1 and Halloween 2, Vince and I have already done a previous review of this disc.
Why, Cocker? Why?
And it's the exact same disc that's here. So instead of us redoing a whole new review, we are just going to show what we did before.
I do love a good joke, and this is the best ever.
So if you've seen it before, this is basically our review for Halloween 3.
Stop!
If you haven't seen it before, this is our review for Halloween 3.
Stop!
And it's gotten several views and a few likes, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it when you watch it.
Stop!
So let's roll it. Here is our review for the Scream Factory version of Halloween 3. Now, you know, Vince, a lot of people had a problem with Halloween 3. And when I was a teenager and I saw Halloween 3, I'd never had a problem with it. I mean, I never minded that Michael Myers wasn't in the film. I always just thought it was a really great movie. I mean, I never had a problem saying, well, where's Michael Myers? I mean, why isn't he in this movie? I don't know why I never did, but I never questioned it. It was Halloween 3, and I always loved the movie.
Everybody was like, well, it doesn't have Michael Myers in it, so, you know, that was just stupid. They didn't do the Michael Myers thing. But as time went on, and, you know, looking back on it, it just, by itself, it was a great movie. Okay, so the first thing I have to say about the film is the quality of the picture. They've had Halloween 3 out on DVD before. I never got the DVD. I never had this on VHS. The only time I've ever seen Halloween 3, just like most movies, it was on television. And usually the picture is like dark. It's really hard to see. And compared to that, this is the clearest picture I've ever seen of this movie.
Yeah, as soon as I put it in there, and I'm saying with you, I've only ever seen this on television and VHS, just the quality of the Blu-ray is pretty outstanding. And I gotta mention the colors. I loved how the masks in this film pops out at the screen because there's such vibrant orange and the green for the witch, and the colors are just really great in this film.
All of it's amazing.
And like Halloween 2, we have 2 commentaries to get through. So let's start with the first one, Vince.
Okay, well, the first one is with the director, Tommy Lee Wallace, as well as Sean Clark, I think is one of them, who does one of the little featurettes later on in the Blu-ray.
It was a hospital that had been long since closed down, so it was ideal for movie makers. Could just move in for a couple of days and decorate it and shoot, but I have no idea whether it's still there or not.
You know, the thing with the first commentary, you know, I found it okay, but the thing with Tommy Lee Wallace is he has a very monotone voice, and it puts you to sleep listening to him.
Yeah, and plus they do, just like Halloween 2, they have where they're talking about the film. They're obviously watching the film, which is good, but they're watching it and they're talking about it, and then there's like a minute or so that goes by, you don't hear anything, and then all of a sudden they start talking again.
And I mean, it wasn't the most exciting, and they seem like they're almost just kind of nonchalantly just talking about it. It's like they do it in a really slow. They're not really excited about it, and it really kind of drags a lot. There's no excitement in this commentary.
Yeah, it is informative, but just like Dave said, it drags a lot.
Now, the second commentary is completely different. This is with the actor Tom Atkins.
Well, it's obviously Dr. Chalice has not been the best husband, apparently, because he's...
Well, and probably not a very good doctor either. I don't know what the hell kind of doctor I am, to tell you the truth. I don't think I'm a brain surgeon, maybe an internist or something.
Well, you're working like the worst shift at the hospital. There's nobody around. They don't want to put you in charge of anybody.
I know, and I'm too old to be an intern. I'm not just learning.
And I got to tell you, Vince, Tom Atkins has a great personality. I mean, just to listen to him talk in this film, and he has a fantastic laugh, and you can tell how much he enjoys this film. And I love this commentary, except I had a big problem with it.
Well, what was the big problem you had, Dave?
They didn't talk about Halloween 3 almost at all during this commentary. It started out a little bit about Halloween 3, he talks about it, and then he goes off to his rest of his career because the guy keeps asking him questions like, well, what were you doing on the Rockford Files? And what were you doing in this movie with Frank Sinatra? And literally almost the entire commentary, he's talking about other films he made and says almost nothing about Halloween 3.
Yeah, that was true.
It was really interesting to hear his career and all, don't get me wrong. And, you know, you could tell he was really excited to be there. But you're watching a commentary to hear about the movie you're watching and not about 4 other films that I've never seen before.
So the next is a featurette, behind-the-scenes making of. It's called Stand Alone, The Making of Halloween 3.
And like Halloween 2, this is a really good making of. It's not a spectacular making of, but I think I actually like this one a little bit better than Halloween 2.
The decision not to use the Michael Myers character was stupid, and why they decided to leave that, I do not know.
Really good making of. Very informative. Actually, it was more informative than both commentaries put together.
I think he talked more about the movie in this than he did in the commentary. So
okay, up next we have Hallowed Grounds.
Now, once again, this is Sean Clark running around, California, different places, showing different locations of...
You're right.
I lost my train of thought.
The train has left the station.
Gone like a freight train.
Well, what this is this guy goes around to all the locations that they filmed at in Halloween 3 and shows them what they look like now.
So now we're in beautiful Santa Mira, California, which in reality is Lolita, California. I'm standing in the spot where the welcome sign was located. And right behind me, that's the town of Lolita, aka Santa Mira. Let's go down there and see what we bump into.
And just like Halloween 2, this was a really interesting feature.
The next thing we have is the still gallery, which is pretty much exactly what it means. It's a still gallery. It has all different shots, and black and white and color, of photos that they took on set and off set from the movie.
And after that, we have trailers that were shown on television.
You don't really know much about Halloween witchcraft. The last great one took place 3,000 years ago when the hills ran red. Halloween.
And at the very last here is the trailer that was in the theaters.
And I always thought this was a pretty cool trailer, too, and because it looked exactly like the poster. It's like the poster came to life.
So in all events, I gotta say, after watching this for the first time, and I don't know how many years it's been, This is a pretty disturbing film. I mean, you have a guy who wants to melt all these kids' heads and have bugs crawl out of them and have the insects and bugs kill their parents. I mean, that's just a disturbing idea for a film.
And I loved it.
Yeah, it was original. I have never seen anything like that since.
They apparently have no plans of doing anything like it again.
So, in all, I would have to give Halloween 3 Season of the Witch Blu-ray a 5 out of 5.
And I would also have to give Halloween 3 Season of the Witch on Blu-ray a 5 out of 5. There it was, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch from Scream Factory, which is the same company that did these discs, Halloween 2 and Halloween 3, in the deluxe set box Halloween complete collection thing.
I still think Halloween 3 was one of the most underrated horror films ever. I think it was a great horror film, even though it had nothing to do with the Michael Myers franchise. As a standalone film, it's a great horror movie.
I really enjoyed the movie, and it never bothered me that Michael Myers wasn't in it.
No, I thought it was great. So my opinion still stands that this is a fantastic disc with a lot of really great extras, and I love it, and I'm glad it's in the collection.
My opinion of the disc and the movie and the whole thing is the same as it was 2 years ago when we reviewed it the first time.
Yeah, I mean, Scream Factory knocked it out with it, and it's great. So, again, if you've had the Scream Factory disc, it's the exact same disc. But if you're buying this all new and you've never owned any of the previous releases, this is fantastic. You'll love it.
So from here on out, we're going to head into Halloween 4, Return of Michael Myers,
where he actually returns to the series.
Since he wasn't in Halloween 3, and everybody was so upset about it, except me and David.
But most of all, Vince, it's going to be a brand new review.
For the first time this month, you're going to get a brand new Halloween review, which you've been waiting for.
And don't forget, we're not only going to give you a brand new review for 4, we're going to give you brand new reviews for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, plus the bonus disc.
Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't be the complete collection.
Let's complete this review by saying, make sure you go to our Facebook, like it, and subscribe to our site. And do you feel completed now, Vince?
No, because we haven't completed the disc set yet.
Yeah, I don't feel completed either.
I feel there's a hole. There's still a space between 4 and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Well, it's a space we're going to fill, so make sure you come back all month long and watch us fill that space.
It's got to fill up quick.
All right.
Stop it, please, for God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time. You've got to, please, stop it. Stop it now. Turn it off. Turn it off. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.